We're here outside the Pakistani embassy, where last night people had gathered to protest against the current situation of Shia genocide within Pakistan. It was to mark actually a recent incident where 22 Shias were killed returning back from doing ziyarate of Imam Rada alayhi salatu wasalam in Iran to Pakistan. These people were killed whilst being on a bus, and they were predominantly from the Hazara community. As you can see, there are people behind me right now still out here in the cold protesting whilst the embassy is in full flow in its visa services. We're going to be interviewing and seeing how the people are here and why they are actually here today.
Now! Justice! 1, 2, 3, 4! Shia killing no more! 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 1, 2, 3, 4! Shia killing no more!
So we're joined now with Ghulam Ali, who's an activist who's been working quite hard on the Shia killings. You always attend these protests. Why do you do so?
This is to protest against the Shia killing, especially in Pakistan. It's getting really out of hand, and they are picking and targeting us, which is not in order really.
And who's targeting?
I think it's not the Sunni people really. I think it's well, shall I name them? Well, if they are Taliban, Al Qaeda, Sipa Sahaba, Lakshar Jangui, these are the main groups which hate Shia and they kill Shia, you know.
And a lot of people say these protests, they don't actually achieve anything. What do you say?
Well, I think it does achieve something. It makes a mark, at least, is to bring the awareness to the other Muslims that this is going on in Pakistan. I think it's wrong to say it doesn't achieve anything. I think it does achieve something.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you. And just like that, as this is an act of solidarity, not only are we demanding the rights to be achieved there, but also it's an act of solidarity to show support to those who are oppressed within Pakistan. Make your voice heard and stand up against the Shia genocide. Right now I'm joined by Sadiq Noyan, and we're going to be discussing about the Shia genocide. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So brother, can you tell us why you've organized this protest, or why you're protesting outside the embassy?
Well, this protest has been organized by Shia Ulama Council Europe, and we are here to protest against the genocide of Shia in Pakistan, especially in Quetta. There has been an incident in Mastung a couple of days ago. So there has been 28 people has been martyred, and more than 40 people has been injured, and that was a barbaric attack to Shia people who was coming from pilgrimage from Iran, and we are protesting against the genocide, and we are demanding the targeted operation against those perpetrated these killings unless the protest in Quetta and all over Pakistan has not been finished. We are here. It's a sit-in protest. We will continue to sit in until the demand in Quetta is not met.
And so what are these demands which you're asking for?
The demand is very simple. The demand is that to do operation against those extremists, against those Lashkar-e-Jhangvi elements which are hiding out in Mastung area, in Saryab area, in many places in Baluchistan, as well as in Karachi, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, throughout Pakistan. We are just asking them to do operation against these elements.
And there you have it. So as you can see, this is a sit-in protest which is actually ignited last year in Pakistan when we saw the first Dharna which took place against the Shia genocide, and since then it's an act of solidarity. As you can see, there are more people now joining, and we'll be back a bit later on to discuss with the head of Majlis Ulama Shia, Maulana Sayyid Ali Raza Rizvi, to discuss what his views are on the current situation in Pakistan. Today, the Majlis Ulama Shia Europe, the people have been pioneering the campaign against the Shia genocide in the UK, have released a press statement. Let's take a look at that.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are here to protest against the Shia killing in Pakistan, especially in Quetta, that has gone on for the past 2 years continuously. In 2013, we've had more than 400 killings that happened there. This year in Mastung alone, there have been more than 20 people that have been killed. We are demanding from the Pakistani government to carry out a targeted operation against the extremist groups, especially the Taliban and Lashkar-e-Jhangvi. We are also demanding to give a compensation to the families that have been affected by the killing, and many of the people are seriously injured. So far, there have been no compensation for the victims of the families. So we want the government to be giving a compensation to the families that have been affected. We're also demanding the government to be impartial and not to be taking sides with many of the extremist groups, especially the law minister in Punjab, Rana Sanaullah, has been very partial. He's issued the list of many people who were working in many of the Shia organizations 20 years ago to Interpol, and many have been arrested innocently. We want the government to not take sides with the extremist groups, and all the people, either army or the security forces, the people that have been killed, the government should take serious action against all the perpetrators. The madrasas that are in cities in like Karachi and Lahore and Islamabad and other places should either be shut down, that are being supported by foreign governments. If they are not closed down, then they should only and only take students from the local cities. These madrasas are becoming the headquarters of all terrorist activities in Pakistan. We want the foreign grants that are given by the Saudis and Qatar's government to the Pakistani madrasas should stop, and a higher level terrorist activity that is going on through the foreign aid should be stopped by the Pakistani government and law enforcement agencies.
Shia killing no more! 1, 2, 3, 4! Shia killing no more! I would say terrorists, terrorists, terrorists! Taliban terrorists! Terrorists, terrorists! Taliban terrorists! Terrorists, terrorists! Taliban terrorists! Terrorists, terrorists!
Okay, so we're joined now by Sayyid Ali Raza Rizvi, the chairman of Majlis Ulama Shia Europe, who have been organizing this protest, and we want to find out the current situation of what's happening actually in Pakistan.
Presently, we have more than 30 cities that have a sit-in protest. Karachi alone has 12 sit-in protests, and they've blocked all the major highways, roads. Karachi University had to cancel the examinations they had today. because the students could not make it to the university. Many of the flights had to be cancelled. All the local buses had to be cancelled. The transport, everything has come to a standstill because of the killings that have been going on. We've lost more than 3,000-4,000 people within the last year alone. In Punjab, in Lahore, they've blocked the Governor House. In Islamabad, in Faizabad, and other places in Quetta, people are now protesting for the killings that have been going on. In Quetta, there are hundreds of thousands of people in the streets protesting for the 24 people that have been killed. Their bodies are not being buried because the families demand the government to carry out a targeted operation against the Shia killing in Pakistan. All over the country, the people are now protesting against the government not carrying out the necessary duties they should be carrying out.
And so what's the response from the government and the authorities?
Yesterday, the Chief Minister of Balochistan had gone to the sit-in protest in Quetta, but they did not accept the demands, and the Shias have not accepted their fake promises. Today, the Prime Minister has ordered one of the senior cabinet members to go and attend the funerals and the sit-in protest in Quetta. Today, the Prime Minister had called in the Pakistani Army Chief to see what is possible with the demands that the Shias have made. We are hoping by tomorrow they will have to, because if they do not, the Shias will increase the protest and it will spread all over the country, and we will bring the entire country to a standstill.
And what's the stance of Majlis Ulama? Why is Majlis Ulama organising a protest within the UK when the incidents are taking place in Pakistan?
We are here to show our support and solidarity with all the people that are in Pakistan. We've been here for over 18 hours now, and we will continue to sit here for all the duration that our brothers and sisters are in the streets in Pakistan. And this protest is to show our support, moral support, and also the pressure that we're building from here into the Foreign Office, also the British Foreign Office. They've already taken this on board. The police are involved. The entire government is now informed that we're protesting against the killing that is going on in Pakistan. A lot of our brothers in Pakistan have mentioned it to the people who've taken to the protests in the streets in Pakistan, that we're also sitting here in their support. So it is to encourage and to strengthen our brothers in Pakistan.
Thank you for your time. So there you have it. Acts of solidarity, campaigning and action are taking place outside the Pakistani embassy. As we've heard, there's sit-ins happening all across Pakistan, and this is one of the sit-ins which is taking place within the UK.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! 1, 2, 3, 4. Shia killing no more! 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 What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Taliban terrorists! 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 Taliban terrorists!
So we're standing outside the Pakistani embassy, and we're going to now go inside the Pakistani embassy and see if they would be willing for an interview. We doubt we'll get any kind of response from them, but let's see if the Pakistani embassy has anything to say about this protest which has been taking place from last night. Which is currently taking place.
1 minute, I'm coming.
Okay, thank you. So there we have it. We've been promised that we will have an interview. We'll wait until our representative does come back. He did say he'll be back in a minute. But as you can probably tell, that door's going to remain closed. So, are you aware that there's a protest outside?
Yes, I'm been aware.
Okay, so do you know what this protest is about?
I don't know, just been out and see that some banners and posters that stop Shia killing and all that thing. So I've just been aware now that there is something happened in Pakistan about the Shia killing. That's all.
Okay. And before that, prior to this, you didn't know that there was a Shia genocide taking place in Pakistan?
No, there's nothing, anything like that. Especially the genocide, what you're talking about is nothing particularly target killing for the Shia killing and all that things.
Okay. So what about the 27 that were killed returning back from Iran? Just recently.
I don't know about that incident now. I'm sorry, I don't know.
So there you have it. A lot of people are unaware of the current situation of Shia killings and minority killings within Pakistan. The Christian community is also targeted as well as the Shia community, but unfortunately, due to the Pakistani press not giving it light or any kind of coverage, the general consensus and general public are unaware of the current situation within Pakistan. We're currently situated now in the Pakistani embassy, where we are waiting upon the Deputy High Commissioner to give us an interview. We're promised that we will hear some sort of response from the embassy, but we would like to see what happens. The irony of this situation is, though, brothers and sisters, is that we are in the embassy and we have a portrait of the founder of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who is also from a minority community and actually was a Shia Ithna by the end of his life. In his country right now, there are Shias being killed and there are people protesting outside the embassy. So let's see what happens. We've just left the Pakistani embassy where the embassy refused to give us any sort of kind of statement. We asked to meet with the media team. A representative who was very shady came outside and we've got some footage of that. He refused to give us even his name, a contact number. We were told that the Deputy High Commissioner and the High Commissioner have been informed and that we should wait for them. After waiting for them, we were told that they were out and that we would have no kind of statement to give. We informed them that we would be telling the viewers that what happened, and they were perfectly fine with that. We were given a number which has connected us to a switchboard, which is as useful as basically giving us a number for a normal phone directory. So all in all, our trip to the Pakistani embassy has been very important. It highlights that the embassy itself is like the government and is shutting down its doors and is sweeping away the fact that there is a protest outside, that there has been a protest from yesterday night, and there has been many other protests outside this embassy, but the embassy has failed to actually accommodate or even respond in a way which can accommodate people and actually listen to the views of the Shia community. We spoke to an elderly woman before who spoke as to why she's left the comfort of her own home to come and protest against the Shia genocide, even though she lives in London. Let's take a look at that clip.
मैं वहाँ बैठी हूँ अपने बेटों के जनाज़ों के साथ दिन रात, उनकी कोई नहीं सुन रहा, गवर्नमेंट की कोई नोटिस नहीं ले रही। अभी तक कितनी दफ़ा ऐसा हो चुका है, लेकिन उसके लिए कुछ नहीं कर रही, कोई कुछ नहीं कर रहा। इसलिए हम ये आवाज़ उठा रहे हैं, शायद उन तक पहुँच सके।
I'm joined by Sayyid Ali Abbas Razavi, who is the Joint Secretary of Majlis Ulama Shia Europe. Sayyid, why are you here today?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The purpose of us is essentially to show solidarity with those people who are being killed on a daily basis, constant basis within Pakistan. 2 days ago, we've had people who've been killed. The day before that, a scholar was killed, a very senior scholar. In the last 3 months, we've had numerous deaths. And I think that the worst thing is that people who are going on pilgrimage, who are coming back from pilgrimage, are being targeted. So I think essentially, if you look around Pakistan, you are seeing killings upon killings, deaths upon deaths, and enough is enough. You know, my humanity doesn't allow me to sit at home when people are being killed in this way. And this is why we came at 9 o'clock last night. Until 3 in the morning people were here. There were approximately between 300 to 400 people who were here until 3 in the morning. And we're taking it in shifts basically. So people are taking 3-hour shifts, 6-hour shifts. Some of them have been here for 7-8 hours. So there's shifts which are going on. And we'll be here until a conclusion isn't reached. And I hope it is reached very soon.
And why is it important that people come to the protest? Because a lot of the times people say, well, it's happening in Pakistan, why should I come out and protest in the UK?
I think there are two reasons. I think the first one is our common humanity. This is what we learned from Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam, that regardless of who you are, where you're from, but the fact is that wherever there's oppression in the world, you come out. We came out when there was oppression in other parts of the world. You found that the issues which are taking place in the Middle East, we came out for that. So in the same way, when there's an issue going on in Pakistan, we're also going to come out and we're also going to protest against the fact that there's oppression going on. Regardless of colour, race, religion, it is our responsibility to come out, and that's what we're doing.
Thank you for your time. And, actually, let's... one more? Okay. Can you tell us the current situation about the sit-ins which are happening across the UK?
Well, we have had sittings which started yesterday in London. We also have sittings which are going to be taking place in Birmingham, Manchester and Glasgow. So really the 4 hubs of the Pakistani community, you'll find that there are sittings which are starting, and they will continue until a conclusion isn't reached.